Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be talking about the show Reign and my honest opinion on the show Reign. Honestly, I love the show Reign. It's one of those shows that I will come back to because I have been watching the show Reign since I was like young. I can't remember the age, but I remember watching it when I was like really young, maybe like 12, 13, like around those ages I started watching this show. And I really like it because I was into like historical stuff. Like I loved learning about the Tudors dynasty. I love learning about the Habsburg dynasty. I love learning about Elizabeth's first reign. I love learning about the Henry VIII's wives. I love learning about Anne Boleyn, Catherine Howard, Catherine Parr, Catherine of Oregon. I love learning about Anne of Cleves. I love learning about that. I just love learning about history, and I love learning like new facts, and like I love learning like the sad facts and all of that stuff. I loved it. But after like researching about like dynasties, I would say my favorite dynasty is the Tudor dynasty. I don't know why, I just find it very interesting and very unique and just very like fun to learn about. Now honestly, onto the show, I would say is that I really liked the show. It was a great show. I would say, now I'm gonna talk about the characters and my honest opinion about the characters. I liked the ending of the show because it was very bittersweet, and they kept it like very historically, like I wouldn't say accurate, but they did show what happened in real life. Like yes, she did lose her head. Yes, her cousin wrote down her death warrant for her, but no, her son didn't like write down the death warrant because he would have been really too young to write down the death warrant, and he didn't even like meet his own mother, so that would like make no sense of a storyline. And yes, John Knox did not like them because they were women and stuff like that, and because they were queens, and because one was like a different religion. Yeah, so that was also accurate, I would say. Another thing I would say about the show is that for my characters, I would say is that I loved Francis, I love Bash, I love Mary, I love what's her name again? I loved Francis's half sister. I loved her. I loved all of Mary's ladies except for that one lady that like, you know, I had a one night stand with Francis. I didn't like her. It wasn't because of that. It was mostly because of her character. She was just very annoying, and she was like the character that was trying to play like hard to get and trying to be like that character that's supposed to be witty and funny and mysterious, and you know, and trying to make good choices, but it just did not work for her character. It worked more for like Mary and the other ladies in the show, but like for her it did not work. I just did not like her character out of everybody in the show. Like another character I did not care for was the king. He was just kind of useless and annoying, and he was just not a good character at all. Even before he got poisoned, he was still a terrible human being. And after he got poisoned, he was just a terrible person in general. I also really like Kendall, but at the same time, I not like what she did to Bash because that was not right. And then on the top of it, she tried to lie about it, and then she tried to be like, I feel like if, like, you know how I'm saying, like, if she did go through with it and she did try to make him believe, and she did believe, the truth would have eventually came out somewhere because she probably would have told somebody, and then somebody would have told him, and then he would have been pissed and he would have been left, and then he would have like been a good person, be like, oh, I know I'm not your bio father, but I still love you. Like, no, I just don't like your mother. He would have said something like that. He's funny, and I'm also sorry that his character died because I really like this character. He was a really good character. What else? I also really like the costuming in the show. That was good. The music and the playlist were good. Like, they are the reason why I listen to Bear all the time. They are the reason why I listen to Back to You. If I didn't find that show, I would not have the playlist that I do to this day. And the music kind of reminds me of Bridgerton because of like them, like, you know how in Bridgerton they don't like play lyrics and stuff, they do a violin or they do an orchestra of popular music. It reminds me of that. And another thing is that if you're looking for historic, like, real things that happen, I would say don't look to the show too much because yes, they do show things that happen, but when they do, it's very exaggerated. So it's not gonna be full to the point of everything that happened. And yeah, that's my take on the show Reign. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.